Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your July 2022 general reading. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. I'm putting up this reading a little bit before the beginning of July, so we're harnessing some new moon in Cancer energy. Thank you very much. Right at the beginning of the month, the 28th, 29th of June. Okay, depending on your time zone. This Cancerian new moon's, of course, great time for manifestation, start new things, turn over a new leaf. Okay, but this also brings in some healing energy as well. You may find in the first week of July that you may be struggling to find your focus. We do have some interesting energy. We've got a great energy of Venus and Jupiter. Okay, a lot of love in the air, expansion, growth, abundance. Okay, but we also do have kind of opposing forces a little bit with Mars and Pluto. And so there may be, you might be feeling that you or people around you might be a little bit argumentative, maybe a little bit angry or frustrated. Okay, a little bit challenging in that energy. Okay, a lot of firepower there. Okay, so it might be some challenges in that regard, but you may also just be harnessing that firepower there, that fighter warrior kind of energy, and you might be especially driven in the month of July. Okay, so but finding the balance between those two might be a little bit of a challenge for you, so focus on the positive, try and stay optimistic, and you should be weathering that storm in the beginning of July. The middle of the month, we do have a full moon, and this full moon is in Capricorn, and that's the 13th 14th of July. So with that energy there, it is we have a very close, it's very close to Pluto, so it's not an eclipse, but it may feel like one. Okay, so just tread lightly around that full moon. And then, of course, we've got a new moon in Leo, the 28th, 29th of July, and that brings in some firepower as well. So with that firepower is also kind of tread lightly a little bit. Okay, a little bit of fire in the sky there, shall we say. All right, but we also do have a clash between Mercury and Uranus towards the end of the month, so communication. So just be a little bit cautious with communication. All right, so let's have a look and see what energy that we've got coming out for you guys. We've got the Temple Path. Some of you may be experiencing some spiritual enlightenment in the month ahead. You may be finding that you're being guided down a certain path, and it might feel weird. You might not really have a deep understanding of why you're doing certain things or why you're making certain decisions, but they feel right. So this is you trusting your path, trusting the journey that you're on, trusting your intuition, because you're being led somewhere wonderful, somewhere magical. Okay, somewhere really positive. Perhaps this is a path to healing for you. Maybe this is your path to abundance, your path to change, your path to enlightenment. Whatever it is, you are following this path and you are headed down a really wonderful direction. You may just be getting some clarity, some answers. Okay, perhaps your intuition, your spiritual self, okay, or your spirits, angels, and guides, right? All of these orbs that are leading you away, leading you along that way, are guiding you to that enlightenment or to an open mind. Okay, so I think here your intuition, your dreams. Watch out for repeating numbers. Okay, all sorts of signs may be opening for you. Trust them. Trust them and trust yourself, okay? And try and keep that open mind, because I think you're going to be shown something very interesting. We have here a man holding a heart. Well, maybe he's the interesting thing that you're being shown to. Okay, if you are single and looking for love, okay, there is some spiritual help here, all right, guiding you to someone very positive. Okay, so yes, there may be some new loves coming in here for you, either a male person or someone with a masculine energy who takes the lead. All right, but the man holding a heart can be new loves, new romance, new friends, okay, new connections, okay, with people that are around you, but it can also represent somebody that you already know who maybe has some sort of lead role in your month ahead. Okay, this can be a friend, a family member, again, a romantic partner as well, man holding a heart. They have your best interests at heart, whoever they happen to be. Okay, and they may even have some sort of advice, guidance, a surprise for you. Okay, maybe a little bit of romance in your month ahead for you here. Okay, or maybe just some positive connection between you and this person, kindness, compassion, very positive. He's in the upright. That's exactly where we want that man holding a heart to be. Perhaps someone has an offer of love for you. Maybe someone helps you out in some way. Okay, whatever that is, whether it's someone new or someone that's existing in your world. Okay, it's someone that has your best interests at heart, and maybe someone who even is head over heels with you. Energy coming in here, the Princess of Cups. So hello, the Princess of Cups is the Page of Cups energy. So with this, yes, some of you may be getting some really good news, an offer of love, romance, friendship, assistance. Okay, all of those things, man holding a heart, there we go, something positive. Okay, so this could certainly be a person in your world bringing you something wonderful, some very lovely connection that's coming in there. But the Princess of Cups is also about you. You might be feeling creative. Perhaps you're looking to take a new and enlightened approach at something in your world. Okay, this can bring about some spiritual enlightenment as well, very spiritual energy here. So perhaps you're opening yourself up to a different side of you. This may catch you off guard. You might be being led somewhere that's a little bit of a surprise for you. And actually, it's really interesting because this particular Princess of Cups, okay, we've got this bird, this dove of peace flying away. Usually we have a fish that's jumping out of there, okay, but we've got some very lovely emotional connections going on. But we have a temple right back there, and we have a temple on there. So again, perhaps you are being led down a path of enlightenment, spiritual awakening, okay? Maybe even of learning new things, trying new things. Perhaps you have some talents that you're ready to bring to light. But super positive emotions that come in here, but maybe even a little bit of a surprise, just saying, because that Princess of Cups is the Page of Cups energy, and sometimes there's a little bit of a surprise, a gift or something that you didn't quite expect, but something that puts a smile on your face, something that's really positive. Okay, so some really good vibes that are coming in there for you. Challenging you in your month ahead is we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so the Six of Cups in your challenge position can represent that maybe you're feeling a little bit daydreamy, because this does bring in an energy of nostalgia, of looking at the past. So you may be daydreaming about something, from the past, maybe a missed connection. Okay, it can be something to do with love, with romance, with friendship. So perhaps, you may be lost in thought a little bit about some past things that have gone on, or maybe even something that didn't get off the ground. Okay, because this man holding a heart could be some sort of connection, something very positive. Okay, it can even be someone that has a job offer for you. Okay, but something to do with your heart, something to do with your feelings and your emotions. But there may be something here that didn't get off the ground the first time around, or it didn't happen, or something fizzled out. Okay, it's usually a timing issue when that happens, especially if you're feeling a deep, 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 powerful connection with something. Okay, it's quite often not one-sided. Okay, but sometimes there's timing issues that go on. Okay, so perhaps there's something here from the past. Maybe something comes back around from for you. Okay, and this is like, I don't know, do I trust this? Okay, but it can also just represent that you may be lost in thought. Okay, you might be not quite 100% present in the present moment here with the Six of Cups, because it is an in-between card. And it's usually one filled with kindness, with enjoying the moment, living your best life, being present, being focused. So so you may have a situation that you're dealing with where maybe someone is not kind to you, or perhaps you are kind of in this daydreamer kind of mode and you're not really present and focused. You might be in an area of your life where maybe you're not 100% happy with where you are right now. Maybe you're looking for some change. The Six of Cups, is usually where we do look at the past to see how far we've come. We stay present in the moment, and we're making plans for the future. So again, there may be some either living too much in the future and not enough time in the present, or living too much in the past and not focused on the present. Okay, but there may be something that does come up from your past, okay, that can influence your present here right now. So it could be that there's a person that returns, okay, maybe there's a lost connection, a misconnection that comes back around, or maybe there is a little bit of grieving energy and you are engaging in some healing activities through the month ahead there also. Okay, but there could be something that comes back into your world that does come as a bit of a surprise. Okay, maybe you just bump into an old friend. Maybe you have a job opportunity that, you know, didn't go anywhere the first time, and this may come back around, but you might not trust it. You're like, why? Am I second choice, or what's going on? Okay, so, you know, but, you know, there may be, again, like I said, something healing from there as well. Your advice from Spirit: move forward. Look to the future. Leave the past behind. Okay. The Six of Swords is an energy of peaceful communication, diplomacy, sometimes compromise. Okay. But it's also an energy that brings calm and peace to a situation that has been perhaps a bit challenging or turbulent at some point in your world. So embrace the future, move forward, find a compromise, find healing, okay, or seize an opportunity, okay, that is a little bit more beneficial for you, okay. This does bring you in a rite of passage. So perhaps there's been something from your past, okay, or something in your present moment that you experience, okay, that might be a little bit challenging for you, probably not a huge thing, okay, something that's a little bit of a challenge, and you're meant to experience this. Perhaps you learn how to be present. Perhaps you learn how to reconcile. Perhaps you learn diplomacy, okay, or maybe you're just learning something about yourself, okay, and there's some healing energy that's coming in here to restore some balance and to get you back on track. A little bit of a speed bump in your path of life, so to speak, okay, but I don't think it's like a huge thing. Okay, so when it comes to communication, calm, okay, calm communication, speak your mind, but in a very calm, very peaceful, very discerning kind of way. Okay, this is also a reminder from Spirit that everyone comes from a different place, and that you may have some sort of communication issues in the month ahead, and this is really reminding you that cooler heads shall prevail, and there may be a compromise or something that you need to make. Okay, there's also forgiveness that may come in here with the Six of Swords, letting bygones be bygones. All right, and because we do have the Six of Cups, which can represent someone, something, or some energy from your past, perhaps that is here for you, and that's might be where you're being led to let go of something from your past, okay, and to move forward and to let something go. All right, your blessings headed your way. We've got the Prince of Swords coming in here like a knight in shining armor. The Prince of Swords is the Knight of Swords. So perhaps someone does swoop in like a knight in shining armor, and they bring you in some really good vibes. Okay, the Knight of Swords is quite often messenger. It always reminds me a little bit of like the Pony Express, right? The Pony Express coming in, delivering the mail, and then being like, see you later, alligator, and, you know, getting the hell out of Dodge, right? Always quick, always fast, always moving, always taking action, and, you know, not wasting any time. Okay, so perhaps your blessing is all of that, right? Is swift communication, surefire communication, speaking your truth. Okay, it's taking action as well, seizing an opportunity and seizing the moment. Okay, the power of positive thinking is certainly yours here as well with the Prince of Swords. Okay, and you know, maybe you just need to take some quick inspired action on something, but you may also be getting some really positive communication in here as well. Some good news may be headed your way. Okay, or perhaps if there's been some communication issues with somebody in your world, you're getting it back on track here. Okay, so but again, yes, some of you with that Prince of Swords and the man holding a heart, maybe you just maybe you do have something of a knight in shining armor that is coming in here, or a princess of shining armor that's coming in here as well. All right, so certainly something very positive and very beneficial for you. You could even just be getting clarity as well. Okay, clear mind, clear thinking, and a sense of purpose will move you forward. Okay, going forward. Okay, but I also think you are very much trusting your intuition in everything that you do. Your overall outcome for your month is justice, making a balanced and fair decision. Okay, getting things back on track, getting things back in balance. This can also be your benefit here. Okay, because the sixes is where we do find our sense of balance again. We get things back on track, right? And it's you know, a little bit more of a calming energy. And so part of your blessing may be that, you know, we do need balance in all areas of our lives, right? And it could be a balance between your head and your heart, a little bit of discernment there. Know when to take that logical, that intellectual approach at things, but also know when to be open and receptive and lead with that, your heart and your soul. And when we bring those together, we've got that balance between the two, and it's a healthy balance. Okay, so this could be just within you internally, but maybe you are, you know, getting something back on track with a person or a situation in your world. But the Justice card does restore some balance and harmony in our world, also has us making a balanced and fair decision, weighing up all of the information that we have and taking an unbiased approach at things, okay, or making an important decision. This also has you speaking your truth. So maybe you're discovering the truth about something, okay, or perhaps you're being honest with yourself. All right, so certainly that justice energy can really get you back on track and get you back to where you're meant to be. You may also be getting some good news here, though, as well. That justice card quite often does represent some legal situations or some legalities, okay, official documentation, contracts, purchases, maybe even as well. Okay, so you may have something positive in that regard. Okay, so perhaps if you've been waiting for something to be finalized in your world, whether it's something that is legal or whether it's a contract or you know, or something that you've been waiting for a while, I think here you're going to get some really good news. And if you've been feeling stuck, I think this is going to be something that allows you to leave something behind and move forward, okay, or to initiate some sort of change. All right. Whenever we do get the Justice card, it is a reminder that before you sign your name, before you sign your John Henry on a piece of paper, okay, to always read all of your information, read your fine print, okay, read the clauses and everything like that, whatever it is you're doing, double check your paperwork. All right, not that there's anything necessarily wrong, okay, but it's just always a really good piece of advice that comes in with the Justice card, right? It's so that we know what we're getting into, so that we have all of the information right there at our fingertips. Okay, you might be signing a job offer. Okay, you might be getting some sort of settlement. Okay, maybe some decision that comes down from the judge that you've been waiting for. Remember that Prince of Swords, that Knight of Swords energy is bringing you in some sort of information or news. Okay, so that could be about that, right? But it could be, you know, maybe, hey, maybe some of you are getting married on Justice of the Peace, right? You're saying your vows, and this has come in as a bit of a surprise, right? So, you know, maybe you're eloping or something like that, okay? But there's certainly, maybe for some of you, not all of you, there may be some sort of contract or official paperwork that you're filling out. So just make sure that you have all of your ducks in a row before you do that, okay? It's in the upright, so everything is on the up and up, but knowledge is power. All right, let's see what else we've got. The Knight of Swords coming out a second time. Communication is really the key for you in the month ahead. Internal communication, communication with your higher self, with spirit, but also people and situations around you. Again, we've got this knight in shining armor coming in here. Okay, I think that if you've been feeling stuck, I think you're going to find a way to move forward. I think that if there's communication issues, I think you're getting things back on track. Okay, communication really is the key. All right, but certainly some forward momentum that's coming in here for you. I mean, the Prince of Swords is the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So whatever news, communication, information, or action that you're initiating or that you are taking in the month ahead looks like it's very positive for you. We've got the Queen of Swords coming in as your challenge. Okay. There may be something that you need to put up boundaries with. Queen of Swords is very good at putting up boundaries, okay? And with the Six of Cups there in your challenge position as well, there may be something from your past that you are either needing to detach from, okay, or you need to put some healthy boundaries in place there, okay? The Queen of Swords is where we speak our truth and be honest and open. Now, this can just be you, okay? And you need to be honest with yourself. It's a requirement for you to move forward. You may also have a requirement here to detach from something from your past so that you can move forward, okay? You might also just need some clarity in the moment and focus on your present, okay? Because that Six of Cups is causing you a little bit of grief there, okay? A little bit of a challenge. And if your challenge here is to stay present and stay focused, the Queen of Swords will help you out with that energy. So certainly a lot of mental processes that are going on, okay? A lot of the Swords energy, all right? But the Queen of Swords can represent a person, okay, in your world that gives you a little bit of grief, okay? So that maybe maybe they there might be some communication challenges, right? Maybe you have an argument or a misunderstanding, hence the advice from Spirit: find a compromise. Six of Swords, move forward, okay? So there may just be a little bit of a misunderstanding that's there, but there may be some boundaries that are needed somewhere along the way. Maybe there's been something from your past. I mean, if you do have a legal situation that you're hoping to get wrapped up, okay, it could be like a divorce, okay, or with children involved. The Six of Cups can represent children. Maybe there's something to do with your children, a custody battle or something like that. And, you might be getting a resolution here. Okay, but perhaps this person, you're at an impasse in communication with this person and you need some healthy boundaries. Now, Queen of Swords, very good at putting up some boundaries. Okay, but with the Queen of Swords in your challenge position, okay, can also be that you may have a wall up somewhere instead of a healthy boundary where the good gets in, okay, but not the bad. Sometimes we build a wall around our heart, okay, and so perhaps you have built a little bit too much of a wall there, and you might need to put it down a little bit, okay, and be a little bit more open, okay. So especially if there's something from your past, or there's sometimes from our past experiences, we do kind of build up a little bit of a wall, okay, and so perhaps you need to let your guard down just a little bit, okay. More advice from Spirit: the King of Wands, okay, follow your passion, your goals, your dreams, get inspired, take the lead, put yourself out there, ask for what you want, okay. Get motivated, because there's some fast moving energy coming in here. So I think Spirit's really trying to get you in the driver's seat here. Remember, you are the lead player in your own story, okay? This is your life to lead. This is your story to tell, okay? How do you want to live it? Do you want to live it full of excitement and adventure and fun and, positive experiences, okay? Or, are you gonna take a backseat approach and just live in your head in fantasy land, okay? This is your time here to really turn something into reality. What is it that you want? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to accomplish? This is your time to seize the moment, seize the opportunity, and get things done, okay? But the King of Wands here as advice from Spirit, you see how we've got the King and Queen here, kind of face off kind of energy. Okay, again, you may run into a challenge with somebody in your environment in the month ahead, okay? Now, for one, this person coming in may, if there's a new person coming in, man holding a heart, okay, we'll talk about the new first. If there is a new person, a new friend, a new connection, a new romance, okay, something like that, okay, you might need to let your guard down. We're at kind of a face-off stance here, okay, between two people. But you might need to let your guard down a little bit. You just might not trust somebody new right away, okay? But you know what? Sometimes we need to throw caution to the wind. Sometimes we need to just go with the flow. Sometimes we need to trust ourselves. Sometimes we do need to put our guard down and welcome in something that is exciting. Now, it can be because the King of Wands can be like larger than life kind of energy, right? So this person could come in like a bat out of hell kind of thing. And, you know, the connection, the chemistry between you and this person might just be really strong, and you might actually have an initial aversion to it. Okay, sometimes the best relationships don't start out that way. My best friend on the planet, we met at work about 25 years ago, and we met in the workplace, and we're both kind of very, you know, determined people, and we had a lot of things going on. We did not like each other on that first meeting. Okay, I didn't like her, she didn't like me, and as we got to know each other, we actually formed a deep bond. 25 years later, here we are, best of friends still, even though we don't live anywhere near each other anymore, right? You know, my oldest and nearest, dearest friend, but we initially had that initial aversion. Sometimes the chemistry between two people is really powerful, and it's scary and it's frightening. Okay, so you might have that there. But the King of Wands can also represent an important person. Perhaps you are restoring a relationship. Maybe someone comes back around, okay, and, you know, Spirit's like, you know what, maybe you can either heal your situation, let bygones be bygones so that you can move forward, or perhaps you can welcome someone back in. Okay, some compromise, some, you know, solutions may be on the table for you. Okay, so maybe be a little bit open to suggestion. All right, blessings, Ace of Swords. Look at all this communication, all this clarity, all of this information that's coming in here for you. The Ace of Swords with the Knight of Swords. Okay, so you might get some sort of news, or, you know, something that may give you some deeper insights. Okay, perhaps there is some new connections that are on the horizon for you. Okay, there might be a fresh start, turning over a new leaf with someone that's already in your world. This can just be you having an epiphany moment of some kind, getting the clarity that you need to resolve your differences, okay, or to resolve a situation. Or, you know, you might just have this kind of burst of inspiration perhaps here as well. Okay, some enlightenment may be there for you. Okay, you might be leveling up a situation. You might be finding new ways to communicate. Okay, you might be getting a lot of clarity, right? All of this swords energy that's here for you: honesty, clarity, insights, epiphanies, new ways of thinking, new approaches at things, okay, or even those improvements that are coming in there for you. So I think that this is a very it's a very spiritual month for you, but also a very cerebral month for you here as well. A lot of logic, a lot of thinking, a lot of communication. Okay, but there's this burst of positive, fresh energy that is coming in here also. So I think you'll get some insightful information that's coming in here, perhaps even like the Justice card there, right? Maybe you do have something here that you need to sign a contract, or you get an official resolution to something, and this allows you to a fresh start, turning over the new leaf. Okay, whatever it is, maybe a little bit of luck is on your side. The Ace of Swords there does represent some victory. It's the sword of fate and destiny. So again, your intuition, your spiritual senses may be heightened in the month ahead. Okay, but whatever it is, boom, clarity. Okay, and your overall outcome, we do have the Eight of Pentacles. So, you know, with the Justice card there could be some sort of financial it could be some sort of financial resolution that comes in here. The Eight of Pentacles is one of working hard, being diligent, okay, being detailed, okay, putting your skills, your knowledge to work for you. Okay, but this can represent your money, your home. Perhaps there's a large purchase that you're making, okay, with that Justice card there, something that requires a contract, okay, something that you worked hard to achieve. Okay, so maybe you're buying a house, buying a car, right? There's loan documents there that you probably have to sign, okay, or purchase documents, right? Some contracts that you need to sign, okay, and you've worked really hard to get this, okay? You could also have some, you know, financial decisions that impact you going forward, but again, everything's in the upright for you, and it feels very positive for you. This could be a family situation that's going on, okay, maybe something in your workplace, okay, or this could just be something that, you know, you have really worked hard to achieve, and something that you deserve, okay, getting what you deserve. But I think you've got some really positive energy, and everything is pretty much lining up for you in the month ahead. The bottom of this deck, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful. Abundance, stability, security in a lot of areas in your life. Your things manifesting in your material world, things that you have wanted, things that you've dreamed about are starting to blossom. Okay, there may be a family situation that's going on here. Okay, there may be some, maybe there is some inheritance or something that is passed down from one generation to the next, and especially something to do with maybe money or a place of residence or something. Okay, or perhaps there's some with the Six of Cups can be about children. Okay, the Queen of Swords, maybe some issues. Okay, so perhaps, maybe you're resolving some family situation like with your siblings or something, or with a parent, right? Perhaps there's some parental issues that are going on there. Okay, or a little bit of challenges within the family unit, but I think you'll get things back on track. Okay, there may be even a family secret or something like that that does come to light. Okay, but that Ten of Pentacles is very positive energy for you. A lot of things blossoming, growing in your world. Okay, and there's just this connection to the things that make you feel safe and secure. Your family, your friends, your relationships, your home, your job, your finances. All of these things are improving in your world, okay, or you're achieving what you set out to achieve, all right? But you may also have something that gets handed down to you from someone in your family. It is a card of inheritances, but we can inherit all sorts of things. We can inherit money, property, real estate, but we can inherit gifts, talents, knowledge, okay, all of those things. So you may have something that comes down to you from a family member. But anyways, very, really quite positive energy coming in here for you in the month ahead here, Pisces. Okay, so love it. So let's get your last messages here. Got number 15, I am wise. Your love for others is powerful and you're able to spread your gift of support far and wide. Your curious and social nature brings you into contact with a variety of people, all who would benefit from your warm, heartfelt words of wisdom. See, communication may really be highlighted for you on multiple levels, but you are certainly wise. Now, let's see what else we have. Number 27, I am expressive. Your mind is wide open and you are tolerant and compassionate towards all ways of life. You value freedom of expression and want to improve the conditions of people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. I am expressive. And there is that communication all around, all this swords energy, but also that Princess of Cups energy, sharing, okay, sharing your gifts to the world as well. And we have number 777. Beautiful. I am in the flow. Your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is let me start that again. Blah blah. Okay. Your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose. A state of peace and calmness is in your soul. I am in the flow. I'm going to leave that there for you, Pisces. I hope there was something here that resonated with you on some level. If so, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We'll appease the YouTube algorithm gods by showing some activity on my channel. The more activity it gets, the more people see the reading. So anyways, so like and subscribe if you are so inclined. I thank you so much for that. Anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic month ahead. I thank you for watching and I'll see you later. Bye.